Hey, what's up guys? I'm Drea STUNT, and today I just wanted to do a video on my podcast setup. So I thought I'd do this video because I'm in the beginning stage of doing my podcast and I want to kind of document like where I'm starting so I can show you guys that things don't have to be exactly perfect when you're starting off like a YouTube channel or whatever you're planning on doing for your stunt riding, on how you're planning on making money through stunt riding. So first off, I want to show you the podcast room. This is the room. It's actually in my house. Babe, can you show them? It's in our house. So it's just an extra bedroom that we have that I created into a podcast room. So come on in, I'm going to show you around. All right, so I have it set up with some motorcycle stuff in the background here. I printed a large canvas photo of Bruce just to like set the vibes. Also the canvas, I don't know if it really works, but it's supposed to, like, soft things are supposed to absorb noise. So like bouncing noises, like, so it's not so echoey in the audio. And then I like to put things on my shelf that I have sitting around that my sponsors have given us. So we're building a bike, so we have a lot of parts right now. So I have my RSC lever, my Nomad universal foam mount from Clockworks, a seat that Bruce got from his flat tracking, Street Nation, shout out to Rocco, and then a trophy that Bruce won, second place semi-pro. Then we have SMT wheel. This is pretty cool. We just got this. It's just like a half of a wheel. Bassani exhaust pipe. Again, I'm building my bike, so I have a bunch of expensive parts right now. And then some more Clockworks phone mounts. I just thought it was cool. My theme's like red and black, so I love the Clockworks stuff. And then down here, I got my SMT wheels, the OG5s. These are my newest wheels. I'm super stoked about them. These are going on my bagger. I got a 16 and a 21. So that's my setup back here. I got a few flags over here. These are also fabric, so it absorbs some sound, hopefully. And then I got some Legend suspension boxes here just for some brand placement to help out my supporters. Now, if you take a look, I got two mics here and they're on some boom arms. I went with the Shure M7 mics, I believe. Both of them have XLR cables. I wish I upgraded to the ones that also have USB, because the USB cables you can do hook into your laptop for when you do like remote podcasting. And then down here, this is how I record the audio. This is my Zoom recorder. I have the XLR cables hooked up to record the audio for both me and the guest. Yeah, so it records separately from my camera setup. And then back here I have some lighting. What the lighting does is it separates the guest from the background. So if you don't have any lighting, it's the setup is like really flat. If so lighting is literally everything when you're podcasting, filming, or doing photography. So if you have lighting on the background, it'll separate the subject meaning the person, from the background. Otherwise, it's going to look super flat. Anyways, so I have some I have some fake plants. Yes, they're fake because I have no windows in here. So don't judge me if you're a plant lady. We'll go over here. I got parts everywhere. So this is my camera setup. Don't hate. Like I said, I'm working my way up to better equipment as I go along. Obviously, I already had a GoPro, so I like to. Sometimes I switch up the camera placement, but I like 3-shot. When I'm in person, I like 3-shot, like multicam footage. So I like one with both of us, and then I like one on me, and then one on the guest. So I have a GoPro. This is my most expensive camera. I got the Sony A7C, and with the G Master lens, the 2.8 24 to 70 millimeter lens, so that like zooms in and out. So as you can see it here. You can see the setup. So this camera is on both of us, me and the guest. And see how the lighting matters? Check this out. Let me turn off the main light. Look how the difference is. So this is with my room light and my main light. That's the difference. Okay. My next camera is our old iPhone. It's not that old, but it's like we upgraded to the new 15. And so I use this on the guest. It's actually super, really good footage. So these are my 3 camera setups. It is what it is. Some tripods from Amazon, super cheap. The reason why I chose the Sony A7C is it's continuous shooting, so the filming doesn't cut off in the middle of it. It continuously shoots for the whole hour and a half. So that's what I need for the podcast. Most cameras shoot for 30 minutes and stop completely, or they cut it up in multiple files, which is what actually the GoPro does. It's kind of annoying, but the Canons only shoot for 30 minutes, all of them. iPhones actually continuously shoot for an hour and a half, as long as you have the memory. And then now I want to talk about the lighting. So what I do is I turn off my main light. This is ugly morning, but I turn that off when I'm shooting the guest. When I'm actually doing the podcast, it's off. And I use this. This is a photography light. It's not really meant for podcasting, but it works. This is a Paul C. Buff Einstein. Fucking hella expensive. It's like $1,000, maybe 15. Anyways, huge umbrella light. It lights up both of us. It looks dark in here, but what we do is the lighting like umbrellas out like this, and it gives like a soft, nice, like modelistic look. So it's not hard shadows. Anyways, so that's the lighting. And then I just wanted to show you. So basically what I do when I'm getting ready for my guests to show up. So right now I'm waiting for Dom 829 to show up. And so I set up all my cameras. I have all my plugins and stuff. I set up all the angles and make sure that they are all set up nicely and everything's plugged in and working. Everything's charged, plugged in. All the SD cards are cleared. All the SD cards are in it. And everything works. Right now I'm using this mic. It's like a wireless lavalier mic. This is from Amazon, but I think it's like $150. I'm not sure. I'll try to link everything down below if you guys are interested. And then for when I do remote podcasting, I'm trying to get set up with headphones for the in-person podcasting. I still have to get a converter for the plugin, but I use these headphones for my remote right now. I have 2 sets for the in-person, but like I said, I need to get that converter. These are actually super nice. The reason why you use headphones for remote podcasting, and remote is online podcasting with someone like in a different state. The reason why you do headphones there is so that the audio when you're hearing the person talk doesn't echo and then record into the mic that you're speaking into. The reason why you use headphones in person is so that you can actually hear yourself talk, so that when you're talking, you're not talking over the person next to you, because it's easy to talk over each other when you're not recording, but once you start listening to it in a podcast and you're talking over each other and cutting each other off, it just sounds it's just too much. You want to know if you're talking over someone, because it just doesn't sound good once you're like in post. And yeah, anyways. So this is what I use. This is the podcasting mic. This is the podcasting mic that I use for recording remotely. Just because, like I said, I didn't pay the extra $100 per mic on my Shure M7. I could have upgraded to like the USB one with the XLR cable, but I didn't, because I didn't want to pay the extra like $100-$200 per mic. So I got this one for remote filming. Okay, and then this mic. This is another mic. This one's a Shure SV100. This one is for like when we go out and we're filming at like an event. It has a XLR cable that I plug into that Zoom recorder, and then we can film interviews in person. So I got a bunch of mics. What I do when I get ready for a guest is I usually do some research. Actually, usually I know the guest and I actually want to talk to them and know a little bit more about them. But I like to still do a little bit of research on them to see what they're about, their accomplishments, and things that I want to ask them. And then I kind of jot it down on a notebook over here and have it with me prepared. I'm not going to show you because it's chicken scratch. Have it on a notebook prepared for me just in case I get stuck. But really, I like to host my podcast more like a conversation. So I just want to talk, and just I kind of have an idea of how I want the conversation to go. I kind of have my goals in mind. I always think about my audience and who I'm talking to. So I always think about who am I talking to, and I prep my guest and I tell my guest, this is my audience. This is who's listening. I really want it to go in a certain route. I really want you to, I love mindset, I love business, and I love motorcycles. So I like to talk about those things. So I kind of let them know. Otherwise, they're going to blabber on about things that I don't enjoy. So anyways, so I prep them, let them know what's up, and then we kind of just sit down and chat. I give them some water, and sometimes I offer them a beer if it makes them more comfortable if they're nervous. And then yeah, we chat, and then they kind of hang out for a little bit after, and that's it. Usually it goes about an hour and a half long, and then I get to editing. So I hope you like my setup, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.